The infamous scene that took Soul Train off air for good. Picture a program that transformed global perceptions of music, style, and black culture. A platform where icons such as James Brown, Michael Jackson, and Whitney Houston once dazzled. However, a shocking incident took place, leading to the permanent disappearance of this legendary show. This narrative isn't merely about the conclusion of Soul Train. It's the chronicle of a phenomenon that emerged from obscurity, reigned over television for more than 30 years, and ultimately collapsed because of an unexpected twist. Are you eager to uncover the reality behind that pivotal moment? Come along as we explore the remarkable journey, the peak years, and the reasons for the decline of Soul Train. The story of its ascent begins in the early 1970s in Chicago. Don Cornelius, a black journalist and MC, started turning a daring vision into reality. A devoted lover of music and a sharp critic of disparities in entertainment, he noticed how African Americans were largely absent from TV, particularly from mainstream music shows. Cornelius wasn't aiming to simply craft another variety program. He envisioned a platform where black music and culture could be honored, showcased, and embraced with authenticity and pride. Operating on a tight budget with a modest crew, Cornelius debuted Soul Train in August 1970 on a Chicago-based station. The show quickly captured attention with its vibrant energy and its focus on soul and R&B sounds. Even with a cramped studio and limited means, Cornelius remained resolute, juggling responsibilities as producer, host, and talent scout. Every episode offered more than just performances. It radiated creativity and celebrated cultural identity. The distinct dance styles and energetic performances swiftly drew a devoted following. Seeing broader opportunities, Cornelius relocated Soul Train to Los Angeles in 1971, granting it access to a bigger stage and a national audience. In the City of Angels, the show thrived, evolving from a simple TV program into a defining cultural force. Legends such as Gladys Knight, Stevie Wonder, and Curtis Mayfield viewed Soul Train as the ultimate platform to share their artistry. Talking Baby for neither one of us, and that was the best song by anybody, right? It became the space where new talents and musical innovations were first unveiled, influencing what lay ahead. Among its most celebrated features was the Soul Train line, a segment where dancers formed two rows and alternated strutting their inventive moves down the center. More than just a recurring act, it grew into an emblem of creative liberty and personal expression. Beyond its musical impact, the show also spotlighted fashion and hairstyles deeply tied to African American heritage, leaving a lasting imprint on youth trends of the time. Beyond mere entertainment, Soul Train carried profound cultural significance in America following the civil rights movement. The show became a powerful representation of black identity, challenging persistent stereotypes and presenting the African American community on television with dignity and confidence. Cornelius openly expressed that his vision for Soul Train was to create a space where audiences could see their own experiences reflected in the music, culture, and way of life the show highlighted. When Soul Train expanded to a national audience in 1971, it made history as the first television show both produced and hosted by African Americans. Its impact surpassed all expectations, attracting millions of viewers each week and serving as a springboard for numerous black artists to achieve fame. Legends like Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston acknowledged Soul Train as an essential milestone in their careers. From its beginnings in a modest Chicago studio to becoming a nationwide phenomenon, Soul Train fulfilled Don Cornelius's dream and came to represent an era where music and culture brought millions together, one beat and dance move at a time. This unforgettable journey remains an enduring inspiration. The 1970s and 1980s represented the pinnacle of Soul Train, a music show that transcended entertainment to leave an indelible mark on American pop culture. During these decades, Soul Train was more than just a platform for music. It became a beacon of creativity, community, and the celebration of African American identity. Under Don Cornelius's guidance, the program redefined how music was showcased on television. Unlike earlier music shows, which often felt rigid and uninspired, Soul Train forged a fresh direction, seamlessly merging music, dance, and lighting to craft an electrifying experience. Artists didn't just perform, they narrated stories through their art. With every note and step, legends like Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, and Michael Jackson shone brightly, delivering their music to millions of viewers nationwide. Soul Train was more than a venue for discovering talent. It served as a springboard, propelling artists to international stardom. It was here that audiences first marveled at Whitney Houston's captivating vocals or Michael Jackson's groundbreaking dance techniques. These performances not only etched themselves into the annals of music history, but also highlighted Soul Train's crucial influence on contemporary music. Yet, the charm of Soul Train wasn't confined to its melodies. The program also doubled as a one-of-a-kind fashion showcase where performers and dancers boldly displayed their individuality through daring and imaginative attire. From eye-catching outfits and towering afro hairstyles to dazzling sequined boots, every detail reflected the era's unique flair. And then there was the legendary Soul Train line, where dancers queued up to flaunt their inventive and emotive moves. This segment evolved into an adored cultural emblem, celebrated and replicated across the globe. Additionally, Soul Train served as a unifying force, bringing people together through music. Every episode delivered a vibrant celebration that families and friends could enjoy collectively. It became a cherished tradition in African American households where audiences gathered to enjoy beloved songs, observe the latest fashion trends, and absorb the show's dynamic energy. The impact of Soul Train extended far beyond the United States, quickly gaining international recognition. The program inspired similar music shows worldwide, helping to introduce African American culture to a broader global audience. For many international artists, performing on the Soul Train stage marked a pivotal achievement in their careers, further solidifying the show's unmatched legacy in the entertainment world. At the heart of this success was Don Cornelius, the driving force behind Soul Train. With his smooth presence, rich voice, and magnetic hosting style, he infused the show with a distinctive charm while conveying a profound message of unity, love, and peace. His iconic phrase, "Love, Peace, and Soul," was more than just a catchphrase, it captured the very essence of the program. The golden era of Soul Train was more than a landmark in television history. It was a cultural phenomenon where music, style, and community came together to forge a lasting legacy. Yet, like all brilliant eras, this golden age gradually dimmed as shifts in the entertainment landscape took hold. This is the journey we will continue to uncover as we examine the decline and eventual conclusion of this iconic program. The moment that shocked the world and ended Soul Train forever. Drop a 1 in the comments and stay until the end to see why this scene was so infamous. For more than 30 years on the air, Soul Train was far more than a music television show. It was a cultural institution where music, fashion, and community pride converged. Emerging at a time when black music lacked widespread recognition, it provided a rare and vital platform to uplift artists and genres that were often marginalized. Legends such as Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, and Stevie Wonder gained greater visibility, using the Soul Train stage not only to perform but also to share their stories and solidify their influence in the music industry. Soul Train was more than just a music show, it stood as a beacon of style. The sight of dancers grooving in trendy ensembles became a major source of inspiration for fashion throughout the 1970s and 1980s. From bold afro hairstyles to dazzling jumpsuits and disco-inspired vests, the program left an indelible mark on the visual identity of an entire generation. Fashion trends showcased on Soul Train spread rapidly, impacting not only African American communities but also leaving a lasting impression on global pop culture. Its influence deepened further by spearheading the rise of new musical genres and innovative dance styles. In the 1980s and 1990s, as hip-hop surged in popularity, Soul Train became a platform to highlight emerging icons like Public Enemy, Run DMC, and LL Cool J. At the same time, dynamic moves such as popping, locking, and breakdancing gained traction through the electrifying performances of the show's dancers. Soul Train didn't merely capture shifts in music, it actively propelled new waves within street culture. In 1987, Soul Train cemented its legacy even further with the launch of the Soul Train Music Awards. This prestigious event not only recognized the finest talents in R&B, soul, and hip-hop, but also became a grand gathering for the industry's biggest stars. Performances from icons like Whitney Houston and Prince created unforgettable moments, reinforcing the show's lasting influence on the music world. However, perhaps Soul Train's greatest accomplishment was its deep connection with the community. For millions of African Americans, it was the first time they saw themselves authentically represented on television, not just through music, but also through fashion and everyday culture. This visibility instilled a sense of pride and laid the foundation for future programs that would celebrate Black heritage. Each episode felt like a vibrant musical celebration, inviting families and young people to dance, sing along, and experience the unifying power of music. More than just a TV show, Soul Train became a cultural movement, a bridge across generations and a tribute to the love of music. It didn't just define an era, it left behind a timeless legacy. Even after its final episode aired, the spirit of love, peace, and soul endures in the hearts of its devoted audience. The decline of Soul Train was heavily influenced by shifting musical trends. As hip-hop and pop music surged in popularity, they captivated younger audiences, signaling a major shift away from the R&B and soul sounds that had long defined the show. This evolving music landscape posed a significant challenge, as Soul Train had built its legacy on celebrating these genres. With broader cultural changes shaping audience preferences, the show found it increasingly difficult to sustain its relevance. Another major factor was the rise of reality talent competitions, which introduced a new level of audience interaction that Soul Train struggled to compete with. Shows like American Idol and The Voice allowed viewers to actively participate in discovering new music stars, fostering a personal connection between fans and contestants. Unlike Soul Train, which offered a more traditional viewing experience, these reality programs engaged audiences through voting and real-time involvement. Their ability to create instant celebrities made them highly appealing, further drawing viewers away from established music programs. Additionally, the media landscape was undergoing rapid transformation. The expansion of cable television and the internet led to greater audience fragmentation, offering viewers more choices than ever before. As digital media and streaming platforms reshaped how people consume music, listening habits became more varied, making it harder for niche programs like Soul Train to retain a dedicated audience. These technological advancements, coupled with changing consumer expectations, made it increasingly difficult for the show's traditional format to remain engaging in a modern entertainment era. Growing competition only exacerbated Soul Train's struggles. In its early years, the show stood virtually unchallenged as a platform for Black artists. By the 1990s, however, major networks like MTV, BT, and VH1 had transformed the entertainment industry. MTV, once criticized for its lack of diversity, had now embraced hip-hop, airing music videos and producing cutting-edge content that resonated with younger viewers. At the same time, BET emerged as a dedicated space for Black culture, leaving Soul Train caught between powerful competitors and steadily losing its audience. These networks dramatically reshaped music television, presenting Soul Train with unprecedented challenges. MTV's shift toward a more inclusive and hip-hop-driven lineup was particularly impactful. The 1988 debut of Yo! MTV Raps provided a groundbreaking platform for hip-hop artists, helping propel the genre into the mainstream. This strategic evolution expanded MTV's appeal while directly competing with Soul Train's core audience, drawing viewers who had previously relied on the show for similar content. BET's rise as a network specializing in Black entertainment intensified the competition even further. Unlike Soul Train, which remained a single program, BET delivered an entire channel dedicated to Black music, culture, and community issues. This broader approach allowed BET to capture a significant portion of Soul Train's former viewership. With a diverse lineup that included music video shows, talk programs, and culturally relevant news, BET provided more variety, making it increasingly difficult for Soul Train to maintain its dominant position. VH1 also contributed to the changing landscape by catering to an older demographic, with a mix of music videos and nostalgia-driven programming. This strategy attracted audiences interested in a broader selection of musical genres, further fragmenting the audience that Soul Train had once commanded. As these networks continued to expand their influence, Soul Train found itself struggling to compete in an increasingly crowded industry. In 1993, Don Cornelius's exit marked a pivotal moment for Soul Train, driven by his personal health challenges and a growing estrangement from the shifting music landscape, particularly the ascent of hip-hop and rap, genres he found hard to fully embrace. This leadership change altered the show's essence, leaving many devoted fans uneasy. Without Cornelius's visionary direction and magnetic personality, the audience that had been captivated by his charisma began to fade, leading to a noticeable drop in viewership. The successors, including Shamar Moore, faced immense challenges in filling Cornelius's shoes. Hosting the show for 5 years, Moore injected a vibrant and youthful energy into Soul Train. Despite his charm and appeal, many longtime fans felt the show's soul was inseparable from Cornelius's presence, making it nearly impossible to replicate the original magic. The period was further marked by a rotation of guest hosts, which added to the perception of inconsistency and instability, potentially alienating the loyal fan base that had sustained the program for decades. The decline in viewership was compounded by the rapid evolution of how people consumed music during the late 1990s and early 2000s. The emergence of digital platforms revolutionized access to music with peer-to-peer file-sharing services like Napster and LimeWire, enabling users to download tracks for free, albeit illegally, disrupting traditional sales models. This shift signaled the start of an era where music could be enjoyed without physical ownership or reliance on weekly TV programming. The launch of YouTube in 2005 further transformed music consumption by offering a legal platform for streaming videos, live performances, and user-generated content. It quickly became a primary destination for discovering new artists and songs, providing an interactive and visually engaging experience that traditional media struggled to compete with. These technological leaps, coupled with evolving consumer preferences, created a climate where Soul Train's classic format found it increasingly difficult to resonate with modern audiences, ultimately resulting in a sharp decline in its cultural relevance and viewership. Financial hardships became an inescapable hurdle for Soul Train, a program that had once pulsed as the vibrant core of black pop culture in America. The production of a long-running series like Soul Train demanded substantial resources, and as time went on, these financial pressures grew increasingly unsustainable. With viewership dwindling, advertising revenue followed suit, creating a downward spiral that jeopardized the show's survival. This financial strain was especially devastating for a platform that had championed black artists and performers, boldly celebrating black culture at a time when such representation was scarce in mainstream media. In its later years, the decline in production quality became glaringly apparent, a far cry from the days when the show was must-see television for millions. The once vibrant sets, known for their creativity and innovation, now seemed uninspired, reflecting the budgetary limitations under which the program operated. Performances, a cornerstone of Soul Train's allure, no longer carried the same energy or excitement that had defined its peak years. Even the roster of artists failed to match the caliber of talent that had once graced the stage, underscoring the show's diminished appeal. This decline stood in stark contrast to Soul Train's historical role in shaping black pop cultural identity and influencing music, fashion, and dance movements. These challenges converged into a perfect storm, leaving Soul Train in an irrecoverable state. A show that had once been a cultural beacon and a source of pride for the African-American community had become a mere shadow of its former self. This downturn was particularly poignant given Soul Train's legacy as a platform for political expression rooted in the civil rights movement and its role in the Black Power era as a triumphant celebration of blackness. Do you think the financial struggles or the decline in production quality had a bigger impact on Soul Train's downfall? Comment financial or production and explain your answer. Still, Soul Train retained a devoted fan base that fondly recalled its golden era, a unique fusion of music, dance, and lifestyle. For many, the show remained a cherished memory of a time when it served as a guide to the latest trends in dance and fashion. With audiences eagerly tuning in on Saturday mornings, to witness the iconic Soul Train line. This enduring loyalty spoke volumes about the program's profound impact on cementing national black culture and offering a counter-narrative to the often negative portrayals of black life in the media. Ultimately, however, the demise of Soul Train wasn't solely due to financial struggles or changing audience tastes. A shocking incident, a moment of infamy broadcast live on television, became the breaking point, hastening the legendary show's collapse. While details remain vague, this event likely intensified the existing challenges, making it impossible for the show to reclaim its former prominence. So, what transpired on the Soul Train stage during its final years? Let's uncover the answer next. The pivotal moment that ultimately led to Soul Train's downfall came after decades of dominance as a cultural and musical institution. After more than 35 years of shaping black culture in America, the show met an unfortunate and unexpected end. A single controversial incident delivered the final blow, bringing an era to a regretful close. This turning point occurred during Soul Train's final years, as it struggled to adapt to the rapidly shifting landscape of music and television. Once a symbol of black joy and cultural pride, the show found it increasingly difficult to maintain its relevance. In an effort to capture the attention of younger audiences, Soul Train began featuring popular new artists, known for their bold and provocative performance styles. The hope was that this fresh, daring approach would help align the program with contemporary trends. However, rather than revitalizing the show, this strategy backfired in dramatic fashion, accelerating its decline instead of saving it. One particular performance pushed boundaries too far, rupturing the fragile equilibrium between innovation and tradition that Soul Train had carefully upheld for decades. During a live episode, a young performer stunned viewers with daring choreography, attire deemed inappropriate, and lyrics that many found offensive. This act starkly contrasted with the program's legacy of uplifting and celebrating black culture in a positive, respectful light. The fallout was swift and intense, igniting widespread outrage on social media. The show was inundated with complaints from its audience, particularly from parents. Online platforms buzzed with disapproval as users expressed their concerns about the direction Soul Train seemed to be heading. Parents were especially vocal, lamenting that the performance was unsuitable for a program that had long been regarded as family-friendly entertainment. That moment unleashed a torrent of harsh criticism, as many felt Soul Train had strayed from its foundational principles and betrayed its enduring mission to honor black culture with dignity. The fallout from the incident reached far beyond public outrage. Major sponsors, unwilling to be linked to the controversy, swiftly pulled their support, throwing Soul Train into a dire financial crisis. Since sponsorships were a crucial source of revenue, this sudden withdrawal dealt a devastating blow to the show's stability. Under mounting public scrutiny, the television network was forced to reassess whether Soul Train still aligned with its corporate values and brand identity. This decision wasn't just about addressing the immediate backlash, but also about safeguarding the network's long-term reputation and maintaining trust with its audience. Once celebrated as a pillar of black music and culture, Soul Train now found itself engulfed in controversy and disappointment. The legacy it had spent decades building was overshadowed by this singular, damaging event. With its financial backing crumbling and its reputation tarnished, the show struggled to attract fresh talent and retain its audience, pushing it further into decline. For Don Cornelius, the visionary behind the show and its most passionate supporter, witnessing its decline was undoubtedly painful. Though he was no longer managing its daily operations, reports suggest he was deeply saddened by the negative transformations that overtook the program, straying far from his original intentions. Having stepped away from hosting in 1993, Cornelius still felt a strong emotional connection to Soul Train's legacy and was significantly impacted by its downturn. The evolving music scene, especially the dominance of hip-hop, created a challenge that conflicted with the show's founding principles. While Cornelius shared the business mindset of hip-hop moguls, fully integrating this genre into Soul Train proved difficult for him. The decision to bring Soul Train to an end in 2006 was not taken lightly. Increasing pressures, including industry shifts, changing viewer interests, and the emergence of rival platforms, led the production team to conclude that the time had come to wrap up the show. After more than 30 years as a cultural staple, its gradual decline, exacerbated by unfavorable time slots and difficulties in staying relevant, ultimately sealed its fate. In 2006, Soul Train officially concluded its run, marking the end of an iconic era in television. Though the decision stirred debate, it did nothing to diminish the show's lasting influence on American culture. Despite the controversy surrounding its closure, Soul Train's legacy remains intact. It endures as a testament to artistic expression, a deep passion for music, and a strong sense of community, having been instrumental in celebrating Black culture and fostering pride and identity among African Americans. Was it the right time for Soul Train to end? Comment yes or no. One of the most significant takeaways from this chapter is the need to safeguard identity, the very essence of Soul Train, even in the face of inevitable change. Throughout its remarkable history, the show exemplified the delicate interplay between tradition and progress, continuously evolving to reflect new musical trends while remaining true to its foundational values. Maintaining this equilibrium is essential for any cultural institution navigating the challenges of modernization and commercialization. Although Soul Train ended its television run in 2006, its influence and spirit continue to thrive across generations. The show's legacy extends beyond its electrifying dance routines and groundbreaking music. It represents a significant cultural shift in the recognition and celebration of Black artistry. One of the key ways Soul Train remains relevant is through the Soul Train Music Awards. This annual event not only honors artists in R&B, hip-hop, and soul, but also reinforces the show's lasting impact on the music industry. From legendary icons like Mary J. Blige to rising stars such as her, the Soul Train Music Awards serves as a bridge between generations, proving that the essence of the show still lives on in contemporary music. Beyond music, Soul Train left an enduring mark on fashion and style. The show's bold and unconventional outfits not only influenced the fashion industry, but also shaped cultural trends that persist today. Many modern designers continue to draw inspiration from Soul Train, infusing its signature vibrancy and creativity into contemporary designs while honoring the program's trailblazing spirit. The show's legacy stretches even further, standing as a symbol of artistic freedom and innovation. Digital platforms like YouTube and TikTok now carry forward its influence, reflecting the program's core values in new and evolving ways. Whether through viral dance trends or music videos infused with street-style aesthetics, Soul Train's impact remains unmistakable. It paved the way for boundless creative expression, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire generations. 20 child celebs who aged horribly bad then and now 2025.
And especially, I when I was a kid, even before I started working, I always liked being the center of attention kind of thing. I was definitely, I was very boisterous,
Remember those adorable child stars you grew up watching? Well, time hasn't been kind to all of them. Some transformations are so shocking you wouldn't even recognize them if you passed by on the street. From once charming faces to jaw-dropping changes, these celebs have aged in ways that left fans stunned. What happened to those fresh-faced kids we loved? Stick around as we reveal 20 child stars whose looks have changed dramatically and not always for the better. Trust us, you won't believe number 10. Britney Spears. Britney Spears, famously dubbed the Princess of Pop, captivated audiences worldwide with her youthful charm, radiant energy, and striking beauty. When she burst onto the music scene in the late 1990s with unforgettable tracks like Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again, she quickly became a cultural icon, embodying the era's beauty ideals with her glowing skin, dazzling smile, and approachable allure. However, over time, the immense pressures of fame, coupled with personal and legal struggles, began to impact both her public image and appearance. By the mid-2000s, her life took a turbulent turn amid a highly publicized divorce, custody disputes, and erratic behavior. The widely publicized moment when she shaved her head became a defining symbol of her inner turmoil, triggering relentless media scrutiny. This emotional distress manifested physically as visible signs of aging like wrinkles and an uneven complexion emerged. Her once famous locks appeared damaged and unkempt, while her public appearances often seemed hurried or less polished, a stark departure from the meticulously maintained image that had once defined her pop stardom. Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong rose to prominence in the early 1990s with his unforgettable portrayal of John Connor in Terminator 2: Judgment Day. His natural charisma, rebellious spirit, and undeniable talent positioned him as one of the decade's most promising young actors. After his breakthrough, Furlong took on a variety of notable roles in films such as American History X and Detroit Rock City, further demonstrating his range as a performer. At the time, Hollywood appeared ready to elevate him to superstardom. However, the pressures of early fame and the difficulties of navigating adolescence in the public eye soon took a heavy toll. Battling addiction and personal struggles, his once thriving career unraveled due to legal troubles and unpredictable behavior. Public sightings revealed a striking transformation, marked by noticeable weight gain and a visibly aged appearance reflecting the hardships he was facing. These personal difficulties overshadowed his initial success and became the center of media attention. Despite these obstacles, Furlong has taken steps toward personal and professional recovery. Although he has not reclaimed the widespread fame he once held, he continues to accept smaller roles in an attempt to reconnect with his audience and revive his career. Supporters still cherish his performance as the young John Connor and remain hopeful for his continued resurgence. While his path has been fraught with challenges, Furlong's perseverance proves that overcoming adversity and rediscovering one's purpose is always possible. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin became a household name as the star of the beloved Christmas movie series Home Alone. Who could forget the mischievous Kevin McAllister? Audiences adored him. As one of the most famous child actors of the 1990s, he appeared in well-known films such as My Girl, Richie Rich, and The Pagemaster. He also shared a widely publicized friendship with Michael Jackson. With his striking looks and undeniable charm, many assumed he would seamlessly transition into prominent adult roles. However, that never materialized. Culkin's life took an unexpected turn, and his appearance shifted dramatically. Struggling with the pressures of fame, he eventually turned to substance abuse, which visibly affected his looks. He stepped away from Hollywood for nearly 10 years, distancing himself from the spotlight. In recent years, he has returned for select roles while focusing on music and other creative ventures. Sporting a beard, his current appearance is a stark contrast to the fresh-faced child star fans remember. Additionally, he has dealt with past legal troubles, including drug-related charges. Despite these struggles, he appears to be on a positive path, and many hope he continues to find success in his artistic pursuits. Taylor Momsen. Many people best remember Taylor Momsen as Jenny Humphrey from Gossip Girl, but her acting career actually started much earlier. One of her most notable early roles was in 2000 when she played Cindy Lou Who in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, acting alongside Jim Carrey. At just 7 years old, she captivated audiences with her bright-eyed innocence, distinctive hairstyle, and heartfelt performance. Her portrayal of the kind and lovable Cindy Lou Who became a defining part of the beloved holiday film, earning her a lasting place in viewers' memories. Though she was initially recognized for her charming child star appeal, this was only the beginning of her evolving career. However, after joining Gossip Girl in 2007, Momsen's public persona underwent a drastic transformation. As Jenny Humphrey grew more rebellious on screen, Momsen herself adopted an edgier and more independent image. This shift reportedly led to friction behind the scenes, and by 2012, she had exited the show. By that point, Momsen had already begun moving away from acting, instead choosing to focus on music. She became the frontwoman of the punk rock band The Pretty Reckless, a bold career shift that aligned with her new unapologetic attitude. Her raw energy, rebellious aesthetic, and commanding stage presence marked a stark departure from the innocent roles of her childhood, firmly establishing her in the rock music scene. Today, Taylor Momsen fully embraces her punk rock identity, a striking contrast to the sweet, wholesome characters she once played. Her dramatic transformation over the years has made her nearly unrecognizable from the young girl who charmed audiences as Cindy Lou Who or Jenny Humphrey. Now deeply committed to her music career with The Pretty Reckless, she has found a powerful outlet for self-expression and creativity. Whether praised or criticized, she remains fiercely authentic, refusing to conform to expectations. Her journey from child actress to rock star underscores her resilience and determination to define her own path. These transformations will shock you, comment one now, and stick around to see every jaw-dropping before and after moment. Lark Voorhees. Lark Voorhees was a standout star of the beloved 90s sitcom Saved by the Bell, where she portrayed Lisa Turtle, a fashionable and quick-witted character who quickly became a fan favorite. Teens everywhere admired her trend-setting style and sought to emulate her iconic looks. Among her stunning co-stars, Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley, Lark distinguished herself as the sweet and stylish girl of the decade. However, her appearance has changed so drastically over the years that she is almost unrecognizable today. Her transformation has been linked to struggles with mental health, including schizophrenia, along with persistent rumors of substance abuse. Additionally, reports suggest she has undergone multiple cosmetic procedures that have significantly altered her once familiar features. Although she largely stepped away from acting in her early 20s, she never fully vanished from the industry. She established her own production company, though the public spotlight has not been kind to her in recent years. Despite facing hardships, including addiction and mental health battles, she remains fondly remembered as the unforgettable Lisa Turtle, a true 90s icon. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz became a household name in the early 2000s thanks to his role as Malcolm in the popular TV series Malcolm in the Middle, where he played a gifted yet often misunderstood teen. His sharp wit, expressive blue eyes, and natural comedic talent made him a fan favorite. Muniz's performance earned him widespread praise, including an Emmy nomination, securing his status as one of the era's most recognizable young actors. However, while Malcolm in the Middle brought him fame, it also posed challenges for his career. The role became so iconic that it was difficult for him to escape typecasting, limiting his options in Hollywood. In response, Muniz chose to step away from acting and explore other interests. Over the years, he has pursued a range of careers, from drumming in a band to competing as a professional race car driver and even running an olive oil business. Alongside these career shifts, his changing hairstyles have sparked mixed reactions, further adding to his evolving public image. Beyond his professional reinventions, Muniz has also faced significant health struggles. He endured multiple head injuries and suffered a mini-stroke, which resulted in severe memory loss, leaving him with little recollection of his time on Malcolm in the Middle. Despite these challenges, he maintains a positive outlook and continues to embrace new passions, proving that his identity is not confined to his childhood stardom. His journey is a testament to resilience and adaptability, showing that unexpected turns in life can still lead to meaningful and fulfilling experiences. Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is a name every child of the 80s remembers. He was a major star of the era, appearing in some of the decade's most iconic films, including Stand By Me, The Goonies, and The Lost Boys. Beyond his acting talent, he was a teen idol admired by countless fans. He frequently collaborated with his close friend and fellow actor Corey Haim. However, Feldman's appearance today is a far cry from the youthful image many remember. Over time, he has faced numerous personal struggles that have taken a visible toll. After distancing himself from Hollywood, he encountered a series of hardships, and the effects of these challenges are apparent in his changed appearance. Years of battling addiction and exposing the darker aspects of the entertainment industry have left him looking older and more worn. Though he no longer resembles the heartthrob of his youth, his efforts to raise awareness about critical issues highlight his resilience and determination. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf first gained recognition as a charismatic and eccentric child star in the early 2000s, best known for playing Louis Stevens on Disney Channel's Even Stevens. With his signature curly hair, animated expressions, and offbeat comedic style, he quickly won over audiences. Unlike many young actors of his time, LaBeouf's charm didn't stem from a conventional heartthrob image, but rather from his relatability, unpredictable energy, and natural comedic timing. His performances blended humor with emotional depth, helping him stand out among his peers. Following his success on Even Stevens, he transitioned into film, achieving mainstream fame with major roles in Transformers and Disturbia. However, despite his early accomplishments, LaBeouf's career and personal life have been marked by challenges. His current appearance is a stark contrast to the clean-cut child star fans once knew, as he now embraces a rugged and ever-changing look. His fluctuating weight, distinctive hairstyles, and extensive tattoos reflect the evolving phases of his journey. Though his transformations often spark discussion, LaBeouf remains unapologetically himself, consistently pushing boundaries in both his personal life and artistic endeavors. Never one to conform to expectations, he continues to reinvent himself on his own terms, regardless of public perception. Raven-Symoné has had a remarkable career in Hollywood. She first gained fame as a child actress on The Cosby Show, where her charming smile and undeniable talent won over audiences. Her success continued when she took on the lead role in Disney Channel's That's So Raven, a wildly popular series in the 2000s. With her infectious energy and exceptional comedic skills, she became a beloved figure among children and families. However, in contrast to her early years, Raven's appearance has undergone a noticeable transformation. Over time, she has experienced weight fluctuations and frequently experimented with striking hairstyles and bold makeup choices. The media has not always been kind, often scrutinizing her for her evolving fashion sense and body image. Despite facing criticism, Raven remains unapologetically true to herself, refusing to conform to traditional Hollywood beauty standards. Beyond her physical transformation, she has also become known for her outspoken nature. Now a co-host on The View, she frequently shares her strong and sometimes controversial opinions. While her bold statements have sparked debate, her confidence and authenticity have earned her admiration. Continuing to thrive in the public eye, Raven has proven that she is far more than just a former child star. Whether making audiences laugh or engaging in thought-provoking discussions, she remains a dynamic and unforgettable force in the entertainment industry. Raven-Symoné has faced criticism for her changing appearance. Do you think the media is too harsh on celebrities' weight and style choices? Comment yes or no and share your thoughts. Amanda Bynes. Born in 1986 in Thousand Oaks, California, Amanda Bynes quickly became one of Nickelodeon's biggest stars in the late 90s and early 2000s. Her breakout role on The Amanda Show made her a household name, displaying her sharp comedic skills and earning her a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award by the age of 13. With her dynamic character work and vibrant personality, she became one of the most adored figures in children's television. Her success extended beyond Nickelodeon as she took on lead roles in What I Like About You and hit films like Big Fat Liar and She's the Man, solidifying her place as a rising star in Hollywood comedies. However, just as her career was reaching new heights, Bynes stunned fans by announcing her retirement from acting in 2010. This decision coincided with a turbulent period in her life, marked by legal troubles, struggles with addiction, and multiple encounters with law enforcement. Under heavy public scrutiny, these personal challenges led to noticeable changes in both her appearance and reputation. In recent years, she has distanced herself from Hollywood, choosing instead to focus on her mental health and personal well-being. Though her path has been filled with obstacles, she appears to be on a journey toward healing and self-discovery. Today, Bynes leads a more private life, far removed from the fame she once knew, highlighting the complexities of growing up in the public eye. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has been one of Hollywood's most sought-after leading men for decades. From his early roles in 21 Jump Street and Cry Baby to his legendary portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, he became an unforgettable presence known for his striking cheekbones, rebellious charm, and eccentric fashion sense. As he transitioned from a rising teen idol to a respected veteran actor, he captivated audiences with standout performances in films like Chocolat, Sleepy Hollow, and Secret Window. With 10 Golden Globe nominations, including 1 win, and 3 Oscar nods, his career achievements firmly cemented his place among Hollywood's elite. However, like many stars, Depp has faced personal struggles that have overshadowed his professional success. Having started smoking at an early age, he later battled substance abuse issues, including alcohol and drug addiction, which have taken a visible toll on his appearance. His highly publicized legal battles, including a contentious divorce from Amber Heard, further fueled public scrutiny. Persistent speculation about his drinking and drug use has raised concerns about his well-being, and in recent years his appearance has changed noticeably. Once known for aging gracefully, he has since been seen with thinning hair, fluctuating weight and yellowing teeth. Despite these challenges, Depp's talent remains undeniable and his impact on the film industry is unquestionable. His legacy as one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors endures, proving that even amid controversy, his contributions to cinema remain timeless. Haley Joel Osment. During the 90s and early 2000s, Haley Joel Osment was among Hollywood's most recognizable child actors, known for his remarkable talent and unforgettable performances. He first gained attention with a brief role in Forrest Gump, but it was his chilling portrayal in The Sixth Sense that propelled him to stardom. His iconic line, "I see dead people," became deeply ingrained in pop culture. He later delivered standout performances in AI, Artificial Intelligence, and Pay It Forward, showcasing his impressive range and cementing his reputation as one of the industry's most promising young talents. However, like many child actors, Osment faced the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. As he transitioned into adulthood, his career slowed and his appearance changed significantly. No longer the cherubic-faced boy audiences once adored, he developed a fuller beard, gained weight, and adopted a more rugged look. Alongside these changes, he also battled personal struggles, including issues with alcohol and addiction, which influenced his journey. Despite these hurdles, he has worked diligently to revive his career, taking on more mature roles in both film and television. While he may not resemble the child star fans remember, Haley Joel Osment continues to earn admiration for his resilience and evolving body of work. Angus T. Jones. Angus T. Jones, best known for playing Jake Harper on the hit sitcom 2.5 Men, charmed audiences as the mischievous and lovable child star. Born in Texas, he quickly became a household name thanks to his natural comedic timing and endearing personality. His performance earned him multiple accolades, including 2 Young Artist Awards and a TV Land Award. However, his career took an unexpected turn during the show's 10th season, when he publicly criticized the series' moral values in a controversial speech. As a result, he was written out of the script, though he later returned for a brief cameo in the series finale. Today, Angus looks vastly different from his childhood fame, sporting long hair and a thick beard that make him nearly unrecognizable from his days as Jake Harper. Having stepped away from the entertainment industry, he now leads a more private life, focusing on personal pursuits outside of Hollywood. Danny Bonaduce. Danny Bonaduce became a familiar face in the 1970s, winning over audiences as the witty and mischievous Danny Partridge on The Partridge Family. His humor and charisma made him one of television's most cherished child stars, seemingly destined for lasting success. However, after the show ended, his life took a downward turn. Struggles with substance abuse, alcohol addiction, and anger management led to a turbulent personal journey. Bonaduce has openly admitted that despite his past fame, he once found himself homeless and living on the streets, a stark contrast to the stardom he had known. The impact of these struggles became increasingly evident in his physical appearance over the years. His battles with addiction and instability not only affected his career, but also contributed to a noticeable transformation. As acting opportunities dwindled, he became more known for his erratic behavior, frequently appearing on reality television to document his personal hardships. Unfortunately, these appearances did little to bring him the stability he sought, and his relationships, including a publicized divorce, added to his struggles. In more recent years, however, Bonaduce has embraced a new path, finding purpose as a radio host. Reports suggest he has committed to sobriety and is focusing on a healthier, more stable lifestyle. Though his journey has been challenging, fans who grew up watching The Partridge Family continue to root for him. His story highlights the complexities of fame and the power of resilience in overcoming life's most difficult obstacles. Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser was one of Hollywood's most cherished actors throughout the 90s and early 2000s, best remembered for his role as Rick O'Connell in the Mummy franchise. With his undeniable charisma, charm, and striking good looks, he won over audiences and became a major star. Fraser showcased his versatility across various genres, starring in popular films such as Encino Man, George of the Jungle, Bedazzled, and Journey to the Center of the Earth, proving his ability to handle comedy, action, and drama with ease. However, his sudden disappearance from the limelight left many fans wondering about his fate. In time, he opened up about the struggles that contributed to his absence, including a painful divorce, depression, severe physical injuries from performing his own stunts, and a traumatic experience of sexual assault that had a profound effect on him. These hardships, combined with the relentless pressures of Hollywood, significantly impacted both his appearance and career. Despite these setbacks, Fraser made a triumphant return with his widely praised performance in The Whale, reminding audiences of the immense talent he had always possessed. Though his looks have changed over the years, his resilience and inspiring comeback have earned him deep respect, with fans wholeheartedly celebrating his resurgence in Hollywood. What words come to mind when you think of Brendan Fraser's career journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Josh Saviano. Josh Saviano became a well-known figure in the late 80s and early 90s for his role as Paul Pfeiffer, the intelligent yet awkward best friend of Kevin Arnold on The Wonder Years. His portrayal made Paul a memorable character in the beloved coming-of-age series. However, once the show ended, Saviano made an unexpected decision to step away from acting and pursue a more traditional career path. Rather than continuing in Hollywood, he shifted his focus to academics, eventually attending law school and establishing himself as a successful attorney. Although his time in the entertainment industry was brief, he remained a topic of public fascination due to a strange and persistent rumor that falsely claimed he had grown up to become Marilyn Manson. This widely circulated myth added an air of intrigue to his post-acting life, despite being entirely untrue. Over the years, Saviano has undergone a significant physical transformation, looking quite different from the lanky teenager fans remember from the Wonder Years. While some may be surprised by how much he has changed, it's clear that he has moved beyond his Hollywood days. Today, he enjoys a thriving legal career, far removed from the spotlight, having embraced a more stable and fulfilling life. His ability to transition from child star to accomplished lawyer highlights the importance of personal reinvention and moving forward beyond the past. Jeremy Miller. Next up is Jeremy Miller, widely recognized for his portrayal of Ben Seaver on the popular sitcom Growing Pains. As the lovable younger sibling with a captivating smile, he won over audiences during the show's run. Nonetheless, he contended with fierce competition from co-stars such as Kirk Cameron and later Leonardo DiCaprio, who became major heartthrobs and commanded much of the spotlight. Jeremy's career trajectory was less seamless than that of his peers. While his charming grin was a defining feature during his youth, it lost some of its appeal as he matured, leaving him eclipsed by colleagues with more striking appearances. Although his post-sitcom career didn't reach the same heights, he remained involved in the entertainment world through guest roles and other projects, though none rivaled the prominence of Growing Pains. Jeremy also dealt with personal battles, including a struggle with alcoholism, which he has made significant efforts to overcome. These days, he prioritizes his health and family, leaving fans with fond memories of the sweet and playful Ben Seaver from his acting days. Taron Noah Smith. Taron Noah Smith rose to fame as Mark, the youngest son on the cherished 90s sitcom Home Improvement. As a sweet and often reserved character, he captured viewers' hearts but was sometimes overshadowed by the bold personalities of his co-stars, particularly Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who became a teen heartthrob. While Jonathan's career soared with notable roles, including voicing Simba in The Lion King, Taron's journey took a different path. As he grew older, his appearance changed significantly, surprising many fans with his transformed look. Beyond physical changes, he faced personal difficulties, including struggles with alcohol and complications from several tumultuous marriages. Growing up in the limelight only intensified these challenges, and unlike many of his former castmates, Taron chose to step away from Hollywood entirely. Since leaving the entertainment industry, he has led a more private life, away from the fame that once defined his youth. Although his journey has been marked by difficulties, fans continue to remember him as the lovable young boy from Home Improvement. His story highlights the unique challenges child stars face under public scrutiny and underscores the importance of finding fulfillment on one's own terms. Sean Astin. Sean Astin captured hearts as a young actor with his role as Mikey Walsh in the 80s cult favorite The Goonies. His face graced the covers of magazines like Teen Beat and Tiger Beat, and countless young fans adorned their walls with posters of him. The role of Mikey established Sean as a beloved child star and earned him a prominent spot in Hollywood history. However, as he matured, his appearance changed noticeably. He gained weight, and his youthful features evolved into a more rugged, mature look. Unlike many child actors whose careers fizzled out, Sean's acting journey continued to flourish. He demonstrated his versatility with standout roles in hit Adam Sandler comedies like 50 First Dates and Click, as well as a memorable appearance in the TV series The Strain. His most remarkable comeback, however, was his portrayal of the loyal Samwise Gamgee in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, a performance that won him a new wave of devoted fans and solidified his status as a respected Hollywood actor. Despite looking vastly different from his days in The Goonies, Sean continues to thrive in meaningful roles. Beyond acting, he's admired for his optimistic outlook and commitment to his craft, proving he's far more than just a child star of the past. Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, once the epitome of childhood stardom on Full House, have undergone a noticeable transformation over the years. As children, they were beloved for their innocence and charm, capturing the hearts of millions. However, as they transitioned into adulthood, their appearance changed dramatically, drawing attention and at times criticism. The twins, now in their late 30s, look quite different from their early TV days, with a more mature and unrecognizable appearance. Public scrutiny of their evolving looks has persisted, but the Olsens have largely distanced themselves from Hollywood, focusing instead on their fashion empire and maintaining a private lifestyle. Dustin Diamond. Dustin Diamond, best known for his role as Screech on Saved by the Bell, was a memorable fixture of the beloved sitcom, bringing humor to the series. However, his life after the show was turbulent. As acting opportunities dwindled, he shocked fans by turning to adult films to make ends meet. Over time, Dustin's appearance changed drastically as he gained weight and briefly appeared on Celebrity Fit Club, though his time there ended abruptly after a violent incident. Controversy followed when he released a tell-all book about his experiences on the show, upsetting former castmates. His reputation further declined after being involved in a bar fight where he stabbed a man. Unfortunately, Dustin's post-Saved by the Bell years have been defined by scandals and hardships, overshadowing the lovable character that made him famous. The story of Soul Train is a powerful reminder of how creativity, culture, and connection can shape generations. But it also teaches us that even the most iconic moments can have consequences. The infamous scene that ultimately took Soul Train off the air shows us the importance of staying true to our values while embracing change. It's a lesson we can all apply in our own lives, whether in art, business, or personal growth. What happened on that stage wasn't just a moment, it was a turning point that changed everything. And if you're curious about other jaw-dropping moments in entertainment history, check out our previous video, Top 10 Celebrities Wasted at Award Shows, available right now on the end screen. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Soul Train, hit that like button and subscribe to Iconic for more stories that uncover the untold truths behind your favorite icons. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Let us know in the comments, what's your favorite memory of Soul Train? Or do you think the show could have recovered after that infamous moment? Keep the conversation going, and we'll see you in the next one.